Welcome back to my kitchen. What I have here looks like a big donut, but it's not. It's a bundt cake that is a rum yum cake. I've been wanting to make this for you guys forever, and I just hadn't done it, and I finally did it, and so here it is. I don't even know how to describe this cake. It's just actually very easy to make, and probably one of the most unusual cakes and most delicious cakes, and it will really, people will be saying weird things about it. So anyway, I'd love to see you give it a try. I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's have some fun. This was a new bottle of Bacardi rum, and that's how much went into the cake. I think it's just a cup. So half a cup in the cake and half a cup on the cake. Here I've taken some butter, just some butter, and I've rubbed it all around the bottom and around the sides of the pan, and I'm just going to rub it in. Then we need to put some flour in the bottom and shake it all around to the sides. And you can tap it in right above your garbage can, just get rid of all the excess. So that pan is ready. So now we're just going to mix all of our ingredients together, and I'll show you what I've got here. I'm going to start with 4 eggs. Let's get them going. You're really just supposed to mix all the ingredients together, but I decided to start with the eggs. Got a half a cup of oil here. I'm going to break those up good. Then I'm going to add a half a cup of oil. I'm going to measure a half a cup of ice water. It's nice to measure. If you have one of these gravy things and you fill it with water and then you put ice in it and you pour, your ice cubes aren't going to go into the container you're measuring into. So that's my half a cup of water. Now I have a half a cup of rum, and that's using Bacardi rum. Then I'm going to add, this is instant Jello, not the one you cook, but the instant. I'm going to pour that in, and then I have a yellow cake mix. I'm going to add that. Whoop whoop, so fast. That's it. That is the recipe. I'm going to scrape it down. I'll mix it again for about a minute maybe. Now in my pan I'm going to sprinkle, these are some chopped nuts. They'll bake up into the into the cake batter. Now this bakes at 325 for an hour. I'm just going to run the spatula through it just once. To make the sugar syrup with the rum in it to pour over the cake, you want to melt a half a cup of butter. Let's get this melted. You can break it up. This is a spatula that can handle high heat. I use it when I make English toffee. That's our specialty, English toffee. We ship it out all over the world during the holidays. All this other stuff I do is just for fun. So I haven't got anything else to do. Sorry. Maybe it's because I'm crazy. That's probably more like it. Okay, so the butter is melted. So I'm going to add a half a cup of water. And I'm going to add a whole cup of sugar. I'm going to bring that to a boil. Let it boil for 5 minutes. Just move it around a little bit to get that sugar dissolved. Try to get the sugar dissolved before you let it come to a boil. Then after 5 minutes of boiling, we're going to add a half a cup of Bacardi rum. Or rum, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Not something clear though. Now this cake is done. When you press on it, it springs back. And this is a very thin, if you put that in the cake and it comes out nice and clean, this is perfect. I'm just taking a knife that's kind of sharp and I'm trying just to see, it looks like it's loose around the outside edge. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous with the nuts on the bottom. You want to watch this carefully because you don't want it to start to turn brown. It just started a little bit to turn golden brown. Golden brown would be okay, but you wouldn't want it to get burnt. So here's a half a cup of rum. Remember, this spatula that I'm using, and be careful because this could foam up because it's pretty hot. See? It's bubbling, so pour it in quickly. So this is the very last part. And I'm going to take the skewer that I used to test the cake and I'm going to put holes around the cake. And then I'm going to take a pastry brush and I'm going to take my syrup and I'm going to just brush it all over the cake and just keep doing that until it's all gone. It will eventually all get soaked in, go all around the inside, the outside. Don't miss any part. And you notice I'm doing it on a cooling rack on a tray, so doesn't make a big mess. So now I've just been kind of drizzling it over the top. And when you're all done and you let it sit for a minute, you'll see that underneath, when you do it on a pan, see all that that's down there? Just wait a few minutes. A lot of it might drip out. You're going to feel like you'll never get it on there, but it will. Eventually it soaks in.